Hi everybody, Mix Morris here. Sorry my webcam is having some technical issues, so I won't be able to show you my lovely face, but I am here to talk to you about the finding evidence portion of the New Kid essay assignment. So, when you open up finding evidence, it should look like this. So, you'll notice that excerpt 1 says teacher example. I'm going to give you a model of exactly what I want to see. For excerpt 2, you would preferably work with a partner. Those of you that are at home, obviously you don't have a partner right there unless your sibling is also doing this assignment and is at home with you. And then excerpt 3 is independent. So for my people at home, please try your best to do 2 and 3 on your own. If you are struggling, please let me know. I am more than happy to give you support and help, and I will be checking it as you submit it so that I can give you any feedback that you need in order to complete the assignment exactly correct. So, finding evidence. In order to find evidence to support our answers, we need to look back at the text. We will be looking at 3 excerpts from the text in order to find examples of bias that Jordan witnesses. So instead of making you look back at the entire story of New Kid, because obviously it's a whole big book, I've decided to give you 3 excerpts or small parts of the text in order for you to be able to focus in on specific areas and find the evidence you need to write the essay. In the future, when we're looking at smaller pieces of text, you'll be finding the evidence on your own and finding your own excerpts to look into, but for right now, I'm providing you the excerpts. So all you need to do is follow along as I read through and select the highlighted evidence that shows an example of bias. Here we go. Let me fill you in on what it was like today at the loser first form table when Andy Peterson rolled in. Hola, Ramon. Hey, Alex. What's up, little G? Hey, Limo. He was with another kid. This is Colin. We go to the same baseball camp. Dude's a beast. Hey, Colin mumbled. Hi, Colin, Ramon waved. Andy didn't waste any time getting to his lunch. Don't you guys just love tacos? Well, maybe not you, Ramon. I'll bet your moms are a lot better. Ramon sighed. I cringed. So, what school did you go to? Andy asked me. I went to St. Harwell's in Inwood. It's a small private school, only 25 kids in my whole grade, I explained to Andy. So, now I need to figure out which highlighted evidence shows bias. And remember, bias is when somebody is making an unfair assumption about a group of people based on things that they think about that group of people. So usually it is not things that are true. It is just a big assumption that they're making about people. So when I look at this, I see we have Andy coming in and greeting everybody. That looks like, Andy is kind of being a little bit weird or mean, but it doesn't look like bias. In this example, I'm seeing that Andy is making a big assumption here, and assumptions are part of bias. He's saying that he bets that Ramon's mom's tacos are a lot better. And the response from Ramon is a sigh. The response from Jordan is a cringe. So I can tell that this was an uncomfortable situation. And then for C, this is just Jordan really talking about the private school that he went to. So I feel like B is definitely the evidence. So that's what I'm going to circle. And you can do this on your document as well, unless it will already be there when you open it. Okay, now I need to say what the bias is, because this finding evidence exercise is for you to figure out which evidence shows the bias and then tell me what is the bias. Because in our essay, we are giving our examples of bias. So, the bias shown in this evidence is Andy is making an assumption that Ramon is Mexican and that his mom must love making tacos because she is Mexican. Great. One sentence. I have found what the bias is. Andy is making an assumption that Ramon is Mexican and that his mom must love making tacos because she is Mexican. This is a big assumption that he is making about Ramon just based on what he looks like. So that is what you're doing in this assignment. You're reading your excerpt, you're figuring out which highlighted evidence shows the best example of bias, and then you're saying what that bias is. So that is all you're doing with this assignment. You can watch this video as many times as you need to see what I'm doing. And if, again, you need any help with completing the assignment, please feel free to let me know.